Here's the teams. Let's get straight into the final day of Grand Party. Now, these teams, I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's essentially Nydato's teams that he has on the Rumble sheet. I just slightly adapted it to my account since I'm missing a ton of characters. The biggest one being Caesar, the Pirate Rumble legend from last month. That guy is so good. I did like 10 multis for him, but I didn't get him. So hopefully last day here, we still have a bit of an easy match here since we can actually see the first team. But we of course running mainly sign in since that works the best with the GP leader of Nika Bonnie. This team should be a bit of a joke. All the ones that aren't Nika Bonnie are definitely ones we want to focus on. So what about this last one? Dex team, but everyone's 150, so I'd rather not do that. Hopefully I have an easy time today. Of course, we get the limited ticket, which we will do at the end of the video for you guys. Hopefully I can get Van Ogre, Devon, or Brooke from the recent end of month batches. Quick team here. I mean, I'm pretty confident that all three of these teams can handle quick. But I'll save Nika Bonnie cerebral team for later on. Let's use Sai. Sai is kind of the weakest team here. I miss a few characters on Sai team, mainly the Sai PvP rare recruit Akainu. Still missing that guy. He's currently rate boosted on the Rumble sugo-fest, but I'm not doing pulls there. But I am going to be getting enough gems to do another multi here, so maybe I can do a multi on the Power Rumble Sugo, Tokujaku, and of course Sai PvP Kainu. So yeah, once again, Kujaku would also go great on this team, but unfortunately I don't have her. Nika Bonnie, the one thing I love about this character, also super loud in game. One thing I love about the GP leader of Nika Bonnie is that it's based on your damage dealt, not damage received. Because I noticed in some cases where the GP leader pulls the gauge by taking damage, it's just a back and forth of you activating your GP skill. It pulls up the enemy's gauge, they activate theirs, yours fills up, and then you kind of just waste them all in one go. So I think the fact that Luffy and Bonnie, their gauge fills up through damage taken, I think is much better. Of course, there are situations where damage received is better in your case. Essentially, if you are running like a suicide team, that you're just running them to fill up your gauge, then it wouldn't really work. Here we have versus Luffy. I can't remember what his GP skill does. That's a lot of damage, but it'll be fine. We have Walkyrie there, who should survive for a few more revives, but we'll see. I think at this point it's pretty safe to skip. But I'm not going to get overconfident because we do have Carrot there and Walkyrie, and they could activate their leader skill. Or not. Very, very easy win. Let's get into the second match. Now, unfortunately, their leader was on the first team, so I couldn't really see or predict what these other two teams could be. Yeah, they're running a full quick bench for that first team, so I really have no clue what units could be on the other two. I'm just going to run the Int team. I have almost all these characters at level 150 and Limit Break expansion as a free-to-play. I just use a lot of level Limit Break posters, just saying. But we have Nami, Hancock, Robin at 150 expanded. Oiran Yamato is 150 expanded. It's not the most optimal Int team, but the main reason that I am running this kind of composition is because these characters are 150 already. So we do have Nika Bonnie there, but there isn't Caesar. Caesar makes it so that your characters can essentially activate in the first 10 seconds, which is a bit of a problem. But look, Kuma's already half charged. That's the craziest part about these new legends. How are they gonna make a counter for this when the characters activate in the first 10 seconds? We need some heavy CT delayers or characters that are just so powerful that the specials aren't gonna be powerful enough to kill you that early on. But I have my Nika saved. We can reverse their specials, which is one of the best reasons why you should use Nika Bonnie as a leader. Of course, confusion is great. Okay, this is probably gonna kill some of my characters. At least they activated before they died. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why Sabo's on this team. We don't have any other revolutionary armies here. But it was there on the original team, on Nydato's Rumble site. I will have a video in the future where I like thoroughly learn Rumble with you guys, going through the in-depth mechanics. But today's not that day. We are using Nydato's teams. I have very shallow knowledge on this game mode. Although I have a lot more knowledge than a new player would have, but just from playing. But in terms of technical know-how, I don't know much about this game mode. Okay, it looks like we're gonna lose terribly. Our damage was just not good enough. Half stats. So this death hit from Roger Ali Gabani is not even gonna do much. Or maybe it will. Oh my goodness, okay. Dory Broggy, please save me. If Broggy activates, I should be able to use the GP leader skill and win. But well, okay, I'm gonna use it. Please don't kill me, Kuzan. Yeah, he's a free-to-play character. He's not strong enough. He's not going to do anything. Will this kill? Not quite. We need Dory and Broggy here. But their specials are quite delayed. We shouldn't have to worry. Okay, that's not a lot of damage. Dory, he's 150. Broggy isn't. Yeah, we should be able to win, yeah. GG. Okay, first full round has been won. Let's get into the second match. So we actually just got the Legend limited ticket. I thought that was on number 14 win. Either way, stick to the end. We will do that pool. Limited pool is so good these days because all the riffraff is kind of already pushed out of the pool. So like there's most of the characters in the pool are great units. Okay. We got quite lucky here. Not a single intimidating leader. Kaido's the most intimidating one. But it looks like this is a joke team here. Now, for the content, should I face a hard team? Nah, I'm just going to go for the win. Let me not be stupid. The 15th one might be much more difficult. Let me take my win as I get it right here. It might not even be joke teams, but I mean, you never use Sai Hancock on a proper Rumble team, so I don't think this is anything to worry about. Let's see who it is. Yeah, Nami Usopp. What is that team, bro? I love Optc auto teams. I don't know what AI they have to make those teams, but it is not optimal whatsoever. As a new player, then Optc is not going to set you up with that auto setup for the team. It's just terrible. I'm pretty sure they have it so that your team has the highest combat power. So they're essentially just going to throw all your 150 characters on one team and then call it a day. Like, absolutely no skill or team building skills behind that. They just throw combat power at you. So I'll meet you guys in the final battle. Of course, this is not very interesting. So hopefully I actually can like showcase Nika Bonnie team in the final battle here. Just so you guys can actually see what they can do, because we didn't actually use them in the first round. We used the regular int team. But I mean, I have my Usopp and Lilith almost 150. I'm one dupe away from getting them 150. So hopefully we see them in the limited ticket. If we don't get a new character, that would be the next best option. Okay, it looks like we have a fairly easy time here with not versus Gop, but this Gop. He's still good on side teams, so I'm pretty sure these are still serious teams. They just don't use a proper leader. I'm actually not sure, is Gop a viable leader in any sense? Does he do a lot of damage? I don't really see people using him a lot. But either way, against him, I will use Int's team, of course. Second team will be the Nika, Bonnie, and Kuma one, so we're definitely going to use that team, showcase it. And the first one will be once again with Sai. So Sai is kind of the sacrificial lamb. We're just kind of seeing who it is. I know Sai is good enough to chip away at the enemy enough to actually get my leader skill charged, my GP burst. But it might not win against a really strong team like Shooters. Shooters are still like a really solid counter to Nika Bonnie if their team does not have Caesar. Also, Int's teams still kind of get destroyed by this. I've used Int's teams with Nika, Bonnie, and Kuma, like proper teams, like from Nydato's Rumble database. But Shooters just destroy, like, especially if they have 150 Kuma. Like, come on, bruh. and they get their specials charged so quick. And the damage on shooter team is just unbelievable, bro. Okay, we have Borsellino there giving us cooldown. Usopp Lilith. Shooter team, like, is still top 3. I remember back in the day when Rumble was starting, for the first, like, few months of Rumble, even, like, more than a year, we were always memeing about the shooter team, how the shooter team was the worst team. It was never getting good support, and then out of the wazoo recently, they've just been on top. So I'm glad to see shooters are actually getting respect, but I think they're making them a bit too overpowered. I can actually use my burst here. I might actually win. Because we still have Ao versus Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and also Rokugyu does a lot of damage. Forgot about the death hits. But we are safe. If Kuma activates, we are done for. Versus Kid, oh my days, bro. Versus Kid is gonna kill our units. I need Luffy, Zoro, Sanji to revive. Okay, versus Kid is just incredibly weak. I don't know if you've debuffed him or what. Okay, we should be able to win. Yeah, I mean, we've got their main DPS out of the way. Will they use Garp leader skill? I mean, why do I even call it a leader skill? It's GP burst. Okay, nullifies fixed damage, pretty good. I mean, these Cyro recruits from the Luffy, Zoro, Sanji batch, the 11th Annie, they're still incredible for Power Rumble. To fulfill Nami's condition, but even as independent characters, they can handle themselves, so that's pretty cool. I still don't think I have the Frankie 150. But either way, first match has been won pretty easily, so hopefully we can end it off with Nika Bonnie here. If they die, that's not going to be a very good showcasing of their abilities. But Kuma, as you'll see, he activates incredibly quick. Now on this team here, I'm using Ivankov as a replacement for Caesar. I just kind of threw Rob in there. I didn't know who else to put, right? Because I think I was actually supposed to use Sabo in Sabo. Okay, we have Garpia activating immediately, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. But as you can see, the GP burst fills incredibly quick thanks to the leader being boosted for this PKA. GP, I mean. Okay, we have our cooldowns ready. And of course, that reverses their cooldowns. Okay, Kuma's gonna haste Nika Bonnie. Best friends. CP delay, spread damage. But I mean, the spread damage didn't kind of do what it was supposed to there because the enemy, who was it? Nika Bonnie was right in the front. And the other characters didn't get into their range. Usopp Lilith, incredibly important here. Delaying. Nika Bonnie also delayed, so we're getting a lot of special CT delay. But you have to remember the death hits from Oyo and Yamato and Roger Gaban are gonna do a lot. I use my burst again here. Sabo will not activate. Okay. Roger Gaban death hits. Usopp Lilith might die. Yep. That's fine, they're already activated. They don't need to activate again. Yeah, this is a pretty easy win. I'm just gonna skip. Yeah, I didn't expect Kuma to die there. I didn't expect him to die. But overall, I would say that was pretty good. Pretty easy. We didn't have to even get to the third match. 14th win was fairly simple. Enemy had a auto team, so we didn't have to have any problems with that. The 13th match was actually more challenging than the final one, I would say, quite interestingly enough. We just got very lucky with Garp there, and of course, final day, make sure that you set your teams to the auto. Just hit auto edit, choose a random leader, someone who's not a boosted leader for this PKA, so not a 4 Emperors, not a 7 Warlords of the Sea, not a Scientist, and then hit auto, and you should be able to easily set a nice and easy team for someone else to win with. Okay, we have 65 gems, so we're going to do some pulls now. Should I go on the Rumble banner or do another multi for Saint Saturn? Now, 12th anniversary, my goodness, is in a few months. I think it's in May. So I really should be saving the gems, right? Also, copyright music. Copyright music, come on, game, bruh. So who's it gonna be? Who is it going to be? Van Ogre Devon Uta. I just got this character from a ticket. I mean, I can use it still. I think she might be 130 now. But not one you want to see. I mean, she's an interesting character. She has interesting stuff with chain growth rate. I think she might also reduce silence. Either way, not the best, but at least it's usable. Now, should I go on Rumble Banner? Or should I go for Saint Saturn? Or should I do this multi for Emmett? With the 5 Rainbow Tavern Medal cashback? What am I actually missing on Emmett's plot? Like, seriously. Because it definitely is worth it for me to do that multi, just because of the 5 Rainbow Tavern medals that I get back. On part 6, I'm also missing nobody else, unfortunately. But there's a lot of great dupes here. A lot of great dupes. Oh, what should I do? Saint Saturn, Saint Saturn. I have a good feeling about Emmett. Like, I feel like if I pull an Emmett, I might actually get him from this multi. Or should I go for the Nami and Vivi and the Hancock sisters, Bow sisters? Part 1 year. Like, the only... most of the, like, the regular batch of legends, the only ones I'm missing are the extremely, like, recent ones that won't be added to these pools yet. So I don't think it's worth it for me. I'm just gonna go for Emmett. Screw it. Why not? One multi for Emmett. No one's gonna get hurt. Animations. Step 1 has been complete. We have every animation you can see so far. Okay, we got the cat, but we don't have all the shooting stars. So not every animation for step 2. Step 3. Okay, not even gold text. We got the gold treasure though. Come on. Oh, that was so close, bruh. 1, 2, okay. Come on, give me like a dupe of quick gear 5. If I am gonna get a dupe. Emma could still be here. Wow, okay. I think I can use that still. I think I can use it still. I know he's level 130, so... Emmett. I hate this legend so much. I mean, I've used him quite a bit. I think he's quite underrated, but... You don't want to see that. He's still part of the pullable units. Crazy. Emmett. Gop. Okay, I can use it. No. Okay, Atlas, I can use the dupe. I can use the dupe at least. I don't have a potential ability to max. I got a 150 on her debut though. Because I did like 15 multis for Sanji, not Sanji, Frankie and Brooke. Either way, I'll take it. 3 pretty decent dupes. Not just decent. I mean, we got Gear 5 Luffy. It's only good if I can use it though. Let's see. Yeah, I can use all 4 of these characters that we just got. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Massive progress for the box, even if I didn't get Emmett. Guys, this is even more huge than I thought. That is the last dupe I needed for my Luffy. I gave him posters. Yes, not the smartest move. But now he's Rush 5, level 150. We also got Garp, Super Tandem 5, level 120. We also got Uta to level 120. One dupe away from getting Killer 150, but you know, that is incredibly satisfying. So I would call that a massive success. Unfortunately, I don't have Luffy's crit max, so we can't really see him in all these rainbowed and level 150 beauty, because I don't even have XP max, right? I also need to expand him and give him the extra cotton candy, because I got my CC Islands to level 570. Well, not level 570, but a max cotton candy of 570. Do I have any XP mats? It's just to get him to 150 right now. But he's gonna be so beautiful when he's maxed. I mean, after TM, I'll get enough mats to expand him. I definitely will, just for the fun of it. And then we can casually get enough XP mats from PKA, hopefully to get him maxed very soon. But that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. hopefully you got your GP 15 out of 15. And if you did do your a multi-pull with the final gems from GP and from today's Assault Rumble rewards and Optc Runner rewards, I hope it went as planned. Make sure you set your leader and your team to something easy for other people so they can get their bounty, their gems, and limited red ticket. But with all that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, and I'm out.